In this video, we're going to go through how to get Trinity. Trinity's blueprint is gotten straight from the marketplace for credits, and Trinity's parts are found on Pluto. There is a slight complication in terms of getting Trinity. We need to run the Hades mission, but we do need to pay a certain amount. You can't really see it here because I've got an invasion on. We need to basically pay a tax of a material called Animo. And the best way to get this material is going to be to run the Regna tile. There's an invasion going off here, which is making this a little bit weird to look at. This is a rescue mission. Nova is perfect for basically all of this, so I highly recommend bringing Nova. The boss and Amulus itself, which is going to be the tougher enemy in this, is weak to radiation. Let's go ahead and bring radiation damage if you're finding you're not doing enough damage to the enemy when you're going through. In any case, let's get into this mission here. Once inside the mission, we need to make our way outside after we've attacked some enemies. I believe we can attack enemies inside, and then what will happen is as soon as we get outside, should cause a dropship to begin landing, and that is what is going to bring the enemy that we need to us. There is the ship right there, and oh look, we got lucky. You can see the Ambulus just under the bottom. That is 100% what we wanted to happen this time. If that doesn't happen when it comes in, I don't know exactly how many of these you can spawn in one mission. Just leave, and then you can reset it as quickly or as often as you would like to. That is the enemy that we need to farm and that we need to defeat to get the Animo. Just go ahead, defeat it, hack it, and then we can go ahead and complete the rest of the mission so that we can get the Animo that we need. And then when we extract, we'll find at the bottom our Animo Nav beacon. This is what we need. I recommend getting around 25 of them. This is because the mission is going to tax you by 5, but on success, you'll get 3 back, which means every 2 over 5 is going to get you a go, basically. And getting 20 over the 5, 10 goes. That should be a decent amount, and then you can just kind of do this in 2s until you get all of the Trinity parts. Although I may have gone slightly overboard, just make sure I had enough for this video. That's going to bring us to the main Hades mission. So let's go on in. I'm going to go solo. You can go public on this if you wish to. It will mean that we need to defeat more enemies at the final part of this mission, but realistically speaking, having the help isn't really going to hurt you. As we progress the mission, we'll eventually come to this hacking terminal here, which signifies that we are going to enter into the final encounter. I don't feel like you guys need me to show you how to go through a random tile set. It's going to be pretty easy. And then we can make our way outside to begin what is basically a little boss battle against more of the Ambulus. It's going to be real easy, especially as we have the radiation damage. It's going to pretty much cut straight through its armor. I guess you could use heat or corrosive if you want as well. Get in there quickly so that we can get it hacked, and then we need to defend it and not let any engineers come and try to repair it. This is why I said Nova is perfect, because they are now 75% slowed, which is going to make this a rather funny laugh. Once the timer goes down, the dropship will take up the Amulus, and then we just wait for another one to come on down. With each of the Amulus that we successfully send up to the ship, we will have to weather some like airstrike stuff that comes from, I guess we'll call it the mothership up in the sky. So here we are, Amulus number 2, damage is down, get it hacked. Slow everything. Now this is where it might get a bit dangerous because it will try to like fire a beam at you. When it does this, you can either just run around to try and avoid it, or you can just hide behind a box. Either one of those 2 strategies is going to work just fine. I know someone that's come here like from later on is going to say things like go invisible with the operator and stuff, but realistically speaking, with where you'll be in the playlist, you probably won't have that available. So we aren't talking about that. But here's the beam we're talking about, so we can just hide behind the box. What we got to do is make sure nothing gets to the Ambulus, right? So even if there's a few enemies, it's okay. You can go ahead and slow them and clear everything out. Nice and easy. That is number 2 gone. Ambulus number 3 is going to be hacked now. Get everything slowed. Take cover. That's our 3rd success, which basically means that the mission is over. If you are in a party with more players, you will need to send extra Ambulus up to the ship, but it shouldn't be too difficult realistically. If you want to speed things up for yourself a little bit, just switch off. Come on over to the extraction pad, where we can wait until all of the text and the show is over, and then we can extract with our new Trinity part. Note that the systems, for some reason, have a lower drop chance than the other 2 parts, so that is probably going to be the piece that you're missing. If you can get that first, feel lucky, because the other 2 are going to drop much easier. That probably ends the video.